On a quiet June morning in 1908, the vast Siberian wilderness was filled with a strange and uneasy stillness. The sky above the remote Tunguska region, a place where only the wind dared to tread, and the taiga stretched endlessly, was painted in shades of early dawn. The world seemed to hold its breath. Then, without warning, the sky tore apart with a roar that was heard 1,000 miles away. Flash of blinding light lit up the heavens, and a force like no other unleashed itself upon the earth. The explosion was said to be 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The shockwave flattened over 800 square miles of forest. More than 80 million trees reduced to charred, splintered toothpicks in an instant. Witnesses, hundreds of miles away, were thrown to the ground, their windows shattered, their livestock killed. In the town of Vanavara, more than 40 miles from the epicenter, people were knocked off their feet and the heat of the blast seared their skin. A great fireball was seen streaking across the sky, leaving a trail of smoke and flame. And then, silence. No one knew what had happened. For years, the remote Siberian wilderness, untouched by civilization, remained inaccessible. It wasn't until 1927, nearly 2 decades later, that a team of Soviet scientists led by Leonid Kulik dared to venture into the heart of the Tunguska region. What they found confounded all expectations. There was no crater, no impact site, no evidence of a meteor or asteroid. Just a wasteland of scorched earth and twisted trees, their trunks blown outward in a radial pattern from some unseen epicenter. At the center of the devastation, Kulik discovered a place where the trees stood upright, their branches stripped bare, as if they had been subjected to an intense, directed blast from above. It was a mystery that defied explanation, a cosmic enigma in the depths of the Russian wilderness. Theories erupted like sparks from the embers of a dying fire. Some claimed it was a meteorite that had disintegrated in midair, its force unleashed upon the taiga below. But the absence of any fragments, any residue, puzzled even the most seasoned geologists. How could a rock from space vaporize so completely, leaving no trace, no scar upon the earth? Others whispered that it was a comet, icy nucleus exploding in the atmosphere. But no comet fragments were ever found. Then, there were those who whispered of darker things. Alien ships and extraterrestrial technology gone awry. Could the Great Blast have been caused by a malfunctioning spacecraft? An interstellar visitor meeting a catastrophic end over the Siberian taiga? Some claimed they saw strange lights in the sky, objects moving against the stars with impossible speed and precision. Could it be that the Tunguska explosion was not a natural disaster, but an accident? Cosmic collision between our world and another? Still, others spoke of Nikola Tesla, the brilliant and enigmatic inventor whose experiments with wireless energy transmission captivated the scientific world. In 1908, Tesla was known to be working on his Wardenclyffe Tower, a device he believed could transmit electrical power across vast distances without wires. Could Tesla have accidentally unleashed a beam of energy so potent that it traveled halfway around the globe, striking the Tunguska forest with unimaginable force? The timing was uncanny, the implications frightening. There were also theories rooted in the ancient lore of the region, tales of gods and demons and spirits of the forest. The indigenous Evenki people had long spoken of the Ugdi, the thunderbird, creature of fire and light that soared through the skies and brought death and destruction to all it touched. Had the Ugdi returned, angered by the intrusion of man into its sacred hunting grounds? The Evenki avoided the area, calling it cursed, a place where the earth itself had gone mad. As decades passed, the mystery only deepened. Soviet scientists returned to the site, each expedition uncovering more questions than answers. There were reports of strange magnetic anomalies, unexplained radiation levels, and peculiar plant mutations. Trees in the blast zone seemed to be growing faster, stronger, as if infused with some unnatural energy. Was it a natural phenomenon, a cosmic coincidence? Or was it something far more sinister, an encounter with forces beyond our understanding? The Tunguska event remained a cold case in the annals of history, a riddle wrapped in the cold Siberian wind. Then, in the late 20th century, new theories emerged, some stranger than fiction. Some scientists proposed that the Tunguska explosion was caused by a small black hole passing through the Earth, its immense gravitational pull tearing through the fabric of space-time. Others speculated it was an antimatter collision, a rogue particle from the far reaches of the universe meeting its end in a cataclysmic burst of energy. More recently, some have suggested the blast might have been caused by an underground gas pocket, ignited by a meteor strike or perhaps a natural electrical discharge. Yet no crater, no definitive evidence has ever been found to support any of these ideas. It remains an enigma, a cosmic question mark that hangs over the Siberian wilderness like a shroud. Even today, as the winds blow across the Tunguska River, the forest bears the scars of that terrible day. The trees, twisted and broken, stand like silent sentinels, keeping their secrets close. Birds do not sing there, animals do not roam. The land itself seems haunted, as if it remembers what happened, even if we do not. And so we are left with the haunting image of that barren wasteland, a mystery carved into the very heart of the earth. Was it a comet, a meteor, or a fragment of some ancient celestial body that met its end above the Tunguska River? Was it the hand of a wrathful god, or the remnants of a technology beyond our comprehension? Was it a warning? Perhaps a mistake? As the world races forward into the future, the echoes of Tunguska remind us that some mysteries are not meant to be solved, that there are forces in the universe far greater than we can imagine. Forces that, for one brief moment, showed us their terrible power and then vanished into the cold Siberian air, leaving behind only questions and the fear that somewhere, out there, it might happen again. So, as you listen to the story of Tunguska, feel the cold wind on your face, hear the crackle of the unseen energy in the air, and ask yourself, what really happened on that quiet June morning? And more importantly, will we ever know?
We find and yet we walk alone. Shadows